Hi Patterson Library friends, this is Miss Amy. So this week for our Fall in Love with Reading story time, we're going to do some more Pete the Cat stories. Now before I get started, now that I've made Mr. Austin turn over this way, I want you as soon as you're done today to go to the Patterson Library website, pattersonlibrary.info. And as you scroll down the first page that comes up, you'll see this registration link. It will link you to our fall reading program called Fall in Love with Reading. This is for children 2.5 to 5, and I hope you'll sign up. Just by signing up, you get to open up a couple of games to play, and every time you read 100 minutes and your grown-up records it on the Fall Into Reading program, some more games open up. Now we've had one person who got to over 100 minutes read this week. So I'm going to tell him, Alphonse, that you won the Pete the Cat, the Missing Cupcake game. So Alphonse, tell your mom or dad or grandma or grandpa or whoever you're with today to stop down and pick up this game because it's for you. Good job reading. You've read way over 100 minutes already. So we've got that prize for you, and any names that would get to the levels will either be put in a drawing for a prize or will win the prize themselves. Our next level that gets a prize is 300 minutes. So when any of you get to 300 minutes, I'm gonna let you know to come in and pick up a Pete the Cat book of your very own. We have 5 different Pete the Cat books, and I have extras. So when you get to 300 minutes read, you'll be able to come in and get one of those books. So start putting in your minutes that you read at home. Our goal is to get to 1,000 minutes by November 27th. So good luck reading. Keep up the good work. Now you know that I've got my Pete the Hat headband. And yep, we're going to read some more Pete the Cat books today. James Dean has done such a fun job with these Pete the Cat books, and we have quite a few of them here at Patterson Library. So let's see which ones are in my bag today. Oh, okay, let's see. Oh my, there's a lot of books. Oh my, there's somebody new. Look who's here. It's Pete the Cat. He's come visiting Patterson Library. It's so good to see you, Pete. You are pretty cool. He's a cool cat. And I am so happy he came. And look, Pete, you're wearing your shoes. Yes, you are. He's got his tennis shoes on. One blue shoe, one red shoe. I wonder if you ever wear mismatched shoes at home. If you do, that's okay. Just shows you're a creative person. So Pete's going to join us today for story times. And the first story I'm going to read is the one that the game is based on that we just called our winner for, Pete the Cat and the Missing Cupcakes. I wonder if you've been baking cupcakes at home recently. This is written by Kimberly and James Dean. They're a husband and wife who write a lot of Pete the Cat books, and look, you know how much I like end pages. Shows a lot of cupcakes and some of Pete's friends. Pete and Gus were as busy as could be. They were getting ready for the cupcake party. It started at 3. They were making cupcakes for everyone. Pete and Gus counted them just for fun. Help me count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They had 10 when they were done. Oh no, hang on. Some of the cupcakes were gone. They were sure there had just been 10. Pete said, maybe we need to count again. Can you help me from home? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They counted the cupcakes lined up straight. Now there were only 8. It looked like someone had taken 2. But who? Pete and Gus didn't know what to do. Gus said, "Look what I have found. Sprinkles on the ground. I'll bet it was Squirrel. She loves sprinkles." Squirrel said, "It wasn't me, it couldn't be. I've been at the spelling bee." Uh-oh, more cupcakes are missing. Come and see. This was too weird. 2 more cupcakes had disappeared. Now there were only 6. Help me count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Someone must be playing tricks. But who? Pete and Gus didn't know what to do. Just then they found another clue. You can see it too. Pete said, "I'll bet it was alligators. He loves to eat." Alligator said, "It wasn't me, it couldn't be. I've been learning my ABCs." Uh-oh, more cupcakes are missing. Come and see. Now there were only 4. Someone had taken 2 more. But who? Pete and Gus did not know what to do. Just then they found another clue. Do you see that red ladder? "I bet it was Turtle," said Pete. "I know Turtle loves sweets." "Wasn't me," said Turtle. "It couldn't be. I've been swimming in the sea." Uh-oh, more cupcakes are missing. Come and see. Now, if you were very close here at the library, you would get a little more of a hint from some of these pictures. Let's see. What on earth was going on? All the cupcakes were now gone. Pete and Gus did not know what to do. They started looking for another clue. Ooh, there's a whole trail of footsteps and sprinkles, cupcake wrappers. They found Grumpy Toad with icing on his face. Pete and Gus had solved the case. "I am so sorry. It was me. I could not stop with just one. I ate and ate until there were none." Everyone agreed. Grumpy Toad would have to miss the fun. He could not come after what he had done. But then Pete said, "Wait! Grumpy Toad made a mistake. That's true. Let's give him a second chance, because that's what friends do." Pete told Grumpy Toad that they would give him another chance. He was so excited he did a happy dance. That night at the party was so much fun. Grumpy Toad brought more than enough cupcakes for everyone. Pete the Cat Cupcake Party. And there's the end page with even more cupcakes. What a good friend Pete the Cat was. Sometimes we make mistakes like Grumpy Toad, who ate all the cupcakes. Hope he didn't get a tummy ache. But Pete forgave him and gave him another chance. And did you see what Grumpy Toad did? He brought cupcakes more than enough for everyone. What good friends they really all were. That's such a fun book. I just realized that we forgot to sing The More We Get Together. So let's sing that now, because that's a fun song to start our story times with. Then I have another Pete the Cat flannel board story to share. Help me sing. The more we get together, 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 the more we get together, the happier we'll be. For my friends are your friends, and your friends are my friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. And I am happy to be here with you, even though it's just virtually. It's still great to know that you're at home watching and singing along and enjoying these fun books with me. Let's see what's next in my backpack. Next week, I'm going to put together those little goodie bags I think I mentioned last week to you. We're going to have all the things you need in it to make this Pete the Cat hat. And we're going to have some coloring pages and the words to some songs and rhymes and lots of other fun things. So I'll remind you next week to come and pick up your bag of goodies. I have two I Can Read books, Pete the Cat Play Ball and Pete the Cat's Big Lunch. I'm not going to read those today, but if you're a beginner reader, they're really fun books to have around. And we have them here at the library and can certainly get some more too. But the next one I want to read is Pete the Cat. I love my white shoes. That's why I was so excited that Pete had his shoes on today. His weren't white, his are one blue and one red. I wonder what color shoes you're wearing. I wish you were here so I could see. Look down at your feet. My shoes are black today. Mr. Austin's are black. I wonder what color yours are. Or maybe you have slippers on. Or maybe you have bare feet. Then you just have your toes showing. I wonder if they're painted a pretty color. Now I'm going to read this, but I'm going to keep it in my lap when I read it. Because I also have the flannel board story. It has Pete the Cat, I Love My White Shoes music in it. And when I send home the goodie bags, I'm going to send the music. And I also saw a really cute idea. Well, I'll show you that after I read the Pete the Cat book. So let me get my flannel pieces and then we'll begin. Okay. Remember, there's a Pete the Cat website that has all sorts of fun things on it. Might want to go check it out this week. Pete the Cat, I Love My White Shoes by James Dean and Eric Litwin. Pete the Cat was walking down the street in his brand new white shoes, and here he comes. Sorry, Mr. Austin, you might have to switch around there. Okay. As he was walking along, he loved his shoes so much he sang this song. I love my white shoes, I love my white shoes, I love my white shoes, I love my white shoes. Oh no! Pete stepped into a large pile of strawberries. Oh goodness, what color did his shoes turn? You guessed it. Red. Oh my, did Pete cry? Goodness no. He kept walking along, singing his song. I love my red shoes, I love my red shoes, I love my red shoes, I love my red shoes. Suddenly, oh no, Pete stepped into a large pile of blueberries. What color did his shoes turn? I'll bet you can guess they turned blue. Did Pete cry? Goodness no. He kept walking along singing his song. Help me sing. I love my blue shoes, I love my blue shoes, I love my blue shoes, I love my blue shoes. Oh no, Pete stepped in a large puddle of mud. What color did his shoes turn now? You guessed it. They turn, oh I'm slipping, brown. Did Pete cry? No, of course not. He kept walking along and singing his song. I love my brown shoes, I love my brown shoes, I love my brown shoes, I love my brown shoes. Oh no! Pete stepped into a bucket of water. And all the brown and all the blue and all the red were washed away. What color were his shoes again? You know. I love my white shoes, I love my white shoes, I love my white shoes, I love my white shoes. Pete sang his song as he walked along. They were wet, so he changed his song. Help me sing it. I love my wet shoes. 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 The moral of this story is no matter what you step in, keep walking along and singing your song because it's all good. Pete sure made the best of things, even when his shoes got all stained up, because as Pete says, everything is cool. Now I'm going to be using a few more Pete the Cat books interspersed with other stories. Next week, we're going to do stories about apples. And then we're going to do some monkey stories and then some other fallen Adam things the next few weeks. Now I don't know if you'll be able to see this very well, but look at that really cool activity some kids did. It looks like they painted their shoes all different colors and then walked across a sheet or a big piece of paper. Now that might be kind of hard to do at home. You could also do it in bare feet if your grown-up would paint your feet. So if you come up with a fun idea to think about Pete and all these different colors, you might want to do that at home. Also in our goodie bags that you're going to pick up next week, because I want to do the apple story times first, I'm going to put a dot-to-dot draw the Pete the Cat paper and a what color are your shoes? Just like Pete the Cat loving his shoes. You can color these shoes whatever color you love or a color of shoes you have. You might have pink or purple shoes, who knows? So you'll have a lot of fun with those. I'm going to read one more story before it's time for me to go. I've got to pick my daughter up at the library today. So we're going to end with the Itsy Bitsy Spider, Pete the Cat's version. Now you know the Itsy Bitsy Spider song, so sing it along with me. Again, this book's written by James Dean. One day while playing outside with his friends, Pete the Cat spotted something cool. "Look!" shouted Pete. "Wow, it's so small," said Gus. "It's an itsy bitsy spider," said Callie. The itsy bitsy spider climbed up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. Pete and his friends just knew what they wanted to do. Everyone cheered on that tiny spider. Pete the Cat said, "Try again, itsy bitsy spider." So, the itsy bitsy spider climbed up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. Pete said again, "Don't give up yet." Look what they did. They got the spider tennis shoes just like Pete's. They all cheered louder this time. "You can do it." So again, the itsy bitsy spider climbed up the water spout. Down came the rain, and this time Pete and his friends all shouted, "Go, itsy bitsy spider, don't give up, believe you can." And the itsy bitsy spider kept climbing up the water spout. Those tennis shoes helped her a lot with the help of some friends. The itsy bitsy spider never gave up, even when the odds were against her. Now, most of Pete's stories have a lesson. I'll bet you can figure out the lesson in that one. Keep trying, keep practicing, just like the little spider, and especially with the help of some friends. You can do just about anything you want to do. So that's a great story. Now that's my last story today. I will be back next week. We're going to do some apple stories next week, and then we'll have the goodie bags all ready to pass out. Make sure you get signed up on the Read Squared link for our Fall in Love with Reading program. And when you read at home, anytime you read, have your grown-up just put in 10 minutes, 20 minutes, and then when you hit different levels, I'll let you know what prizes you win. Thanks for coming today, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.